Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us here at Sandcastle Billiards for the finale of the final match of the 2016 Make It Happen One-Pocket Invitational. I'm Jeremy Jones, joined by Danny Diliberto. How you doing, Danny?
Good, good. Pleasure to work with you and do the final match.
Absolutely.
The two guys with 4-1 records got in the finals like they should have.
And just like both Pat introducing them and Danny just said, definitely the two guys that played the best this week are in the finals, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Something we haven't seen this week by hardly any players that I can recall, scratch on the break.
You're right. I don't think he lost his head, though.
No, but
I don't see a ball, but the first move will help.
Absolutely, it'll help, and you never know with Efren, that's for sure. Efren Reyes coming in with both players coming in with a 4-1 record this week.
And Jeremy just missed being here. If he would have beat Efren, he would be in the finals. But
yeah, actually, either one of these are the two that beat me this week. I think maybe if I'd beat either one of them, I'd have had a good chance in. Just depends on how the tiebreaker had went, but. Okay, he's going to play a power shot. He's going to play the 4 into what would be the inside part of the 10, trying to make the 4 go towards the 6. Oh, he hit it too heavy. He's going to have to dodge some kisses here.
That's a tough shot.
It is a tough shot because that's one of the scramble shots that you actually have to hit with some speed. That's what makes it so tough. Sometimes those scramble shots lay where you don't have to hit it quite so hard to get the balls to move.
Yeah. He had to hit the ball on the left side, and he hit it full.
Yeah, and thin. Okay, Shane's got he's got a 10-ball bank that's a little thin as far as containing the cue ball. But I think he may need to play it and just draw over to the side rail anyway, maybe playing the 10 kind of back tours the 3 a little bit, keeping his position.
How about one railing it and going three rails with the cue ball? Yeah.
I like that shot. Only thing you give up on that shot is the 10's not going to have pocket speed. But he's so close to the 10, he's got a good chance to make it.
Good, but he's not. He's playing your shot. But
he's going to pinch it. Well, I think he's going to try and make it then. I think
sure
he's going to sacrifice the cue ball a little bit, and he's going to try and get off the rail and make this bank.
I think he made it. No, he didn't.
Still a nice shot.
Yeah, it's in front of his pocket.
He's kept Efren off the 9-ball, the thin cut on the 9, which was part of the shot for sure. Now, Efren, I'm surprised he's not looking at the 15 maybe on the 10 somehow and sticking them on top of the stack.
He's not done looking yet.
Yeah, if it's too much of a cut where he has to open the stack a little bit, he's not going to do that. Oh, he's going to try and drop him behind the 4, and if that's available, that's definitely the shot. Getting the 2 on your side. Great touch. That's one thing about Efren. If you leave him close to those balls, he can find those alleys.
Well, how's the kick on the 9?
I think the 4's got him cut off. I think if he kicked at it, he'd have to kick 2 rails, and that's just too tough.
No good.
He's just going to try and lay him on the rail, I think. Like so.
Well, he did that.
Yeah, he's trying to. He's got the best of this, believe it or not, because Efren's got to really be careful because the 4 does bank by the 9. So if he goes off the 6, you'll see Efren move the 9 here. That way he doesn't have to really mess with the 6. And he'll go back behind the 4. You notice he just didn't ticky it, though. You notice that's one thing you one-pocket players should pay attention to. You notice he moved it to his side doing the same thing.
Right, that's all. Yeah, we got nothing. Knock a ball on your side, even if it's upstream.
Yeah, but I find a lot of guys I play, they ticky that ball, and where you can and do the same thing with the cue ball, but they really could do a lot more by moving that 9 on your side.
Jeremy means ticking it is cutting it thin.
And not moving it much.
It much.
I still like Shane's position here. The only thing he's got to be worried about is if he tries to thin the ball and go over that side rail, he's got to watch out for that 9-ball bank. Okay, that's not going to hurt him, I don't think.
No, he can't shoot the 9 because of the 10.
Right. He did kind of, by tying those balls up, he made the escape a little bit easier for Efren as far as just going over and touching the 10. Just kicking to the rail with a little spin, laying on the 10. Oh, wow, I'm surprised he did that. That, to me, is a little bit of a mistake, Danny.
I agree with you.
I think he could soft kick the 10 and leave it to where there's a lot less options for Shane.
Yeah, that was not a good thinking shot.
And the funny thing is, I've been asked this weekend, everybody alludes to one pocket as being like the chess game, and a couple of people have said, is it like chess when someone makes a bad move that you got them? And I said it is to an extent, but the only thing is when I move a pawn on a chessboard, I execute it every time.
Right.
The difference here in pool is, I might have the advantage, or I might realize that everything goes right. I'm going to get the first shot, but it's all about execution.
Right.
So
the difference in chess in this game is chess, there's a definite good move. And in this game, there's a multiple amount of moves, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's only one good move in chess.
Right. And I'm no chess player. I played a little bit of it, but my point being is the execution factor in pool.
He's got a bank.
Is huge. Yeah, he's got a great bank too. Something he can just slide over. Doesn't really offer position, but if he wants to slide over and freeze on that rail, that way he can bank the 9 next. He wants a cue ball just to, I think anyway. The problem with this is if the speed's not good, he may give up some type of free bank on the 9. Okay, the speed's pretty good.
But the accuracy is not.
Yeah, it's a little bit wide.
But that still stops him from banking at the 9, I believe.
Yeah, pretty much. And he doesn't have a drawing on the 9 where he can come back to the end rail and then bank the 10. That's not offered.
Now the shot we wanted him to shoot last, he's going to do it. He's going to kick at the 10 this time.
He's trying to get in the stack is what he's trying to do.
Not trying, he's doing it.
Yeah, he's got to be careful of all that too, though. That's the problem with going in that stack. You want to do that when you have something threatening on your side. But now when you go in that stack, you can't determine what you're going to give up all the time, like this 3 ball. See, that's the problem with going into the stack there. I don't like taking any chances, Danny. I would have just laid on the 10.
Yeah, you're right.
Because really, I know you got him in the stack, but even if he didn't have the 3, my point is that Shane's never really going to sell out from that situation.
Right. There's no trouble if you don't leave that.
He doesn't have anything by the pocket.
He might make this.
Oh, yeah. He's supposed to make it,
I
I
think. Oh, he didn't cut it enough, but it's going towards that pocket. He made it. He made it close.
Yeah, he did real well, if you ask me.
And he did not leave a bank on the 9.
You're going to see Efren long rail kicking at this 3. I don't think there's any choice, really. It's a pretty easy shot. He can go right at the ball. He can hit the rail, but the speed's got to be good. Now, if he just goes straight at the ball, he could definitely scratch behind it.
He can scratch on it for sure.
And he hit it perfect.
Perfect speed.
Every time.
Good shot.
Great shot. And the way the balls are laying, and considering that Shane broke the balls, I think Efren's pretty happy with the scenario right now.
Folks, if you want to play good one pocket, practice kicking.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big shot.
I think it's big in every game.
It is, but we got one pocket nuts here.
Yeah, he's a pretty bad mistake here. This bank combination is definitely doable.
With position.
Yeah, I think so. If he wanted to hit it with speed, he could definitely gain position because he can get the 5 out of the way then. But I wonder, can he play it back into the 13? And
maybe.
That's close. It's close. With the 14, the way it's laying too, it's not a bad shot.
I like the combination bank and billiards at 10 because the 13 passes. He's going to do that.
Only thing about that is he had to hit it with speed. The shot Danny was talking about, he had to kind of fire it a little bit, and seems to me Efren didn't want to take that chance right there. Now, Danny, are you still in Florida?
I'm in Buffalo.
Oh, you're in Buffalo. Okay.
I've been in Buffalo now going on 8 years.
Oh, wow,
And I
okay.
love it. It's where I was born and raised, and I feel good there.
Yeah. Nice 2-rail kick, pretty much total control on it now. Now, if this is available, that's a bad shot that Shane made. Oh, and it is. He can cut the 13 and stick
He
him.
scratched.
But it was worth a scratch if he can't see the 13. He's not in too much of a dilemma, though, as far as he can cut the 10 back. If he can't see the 13, he can chip the 10 ball and bring the cue ball back below the 13.
Now, there's no trouble here.
I think he snookered on the fat side of the 13, though, Danny.
Yeah, I think he is, too. He can't hit the 13
And
full.
The beauty of clipping off the 10, it opens the 6-10 up, too. Makes things a little more risky for Efren going up table a little later in the game. If this is any doubt here, I don't mess with this, Danny. Do you?
No.
Not only that, you might let him see the 10-6, and that could be a problem.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, selling out.
You got a rail? Yep.
Yeah, he got a rail, but
He sold out.
yeah. And really an unnecessary sellout. And I think for the most part, with the good players, at a higher percentage than you would think. Oh, boy.
Oh, terrible shot.
Yeah, he's got the 2, and he's probably going to shoot it, but he's not happy about it.
Well, the thing about the 2 making it,
I think
you don't have to have the right speed to get to another ball.
I think he can go 2 rails inside the 9. Like, I think it's thin enough where he can get to the rail with a little bit of right and come on the other side of the side. Could be dead wrong, though.
Just don't miss.
Is he killing it for the 10? Oh, look at
He
this.
killed his wallet.
He's trying to go back and forth. He's hoping this falls straight in on the 5, but
He's got an
Shane's still
angle.
going to have a bank on the 2 after the 5, so. Efren shaking his head because I've seen him shoot that type of shot a lot, and he doesn't miss that ball very often.
Well, he's not getting younger, and it's been kind of a long week.
For sure.
He could be a little tired. Your concentration could lose stamina.
And he's already played 1 race to 4 early in the day.
Right.
Now he's playing the last match of the night at 10.
Yeah, when that happens to me, I like to play the 2 matches one after another.
Oh, absolutely.
When you got to wait to play the next one, you seem to get wore out.
Yeah, and I tell my girl all the time back home after a 1-pocket tournament, a day of 1-pocket tournament, I'm way more fatigued than I am playing 9-ball just because of the mental aspect of it.
You're right.
It's draining. You know, and I've often wondered about that, Danny. I told a lot of people when it comes to running tournaments. I ran a couple years ago, but I think, you know how they play 2 rounds of the winners before they start the losers in most tournaments, which I think is correct.
Right.
But like Danny said, like I think you should, if you're like the top 16, say that you have 8 tables and you play 16. Well, I think those ones that win should play right back. Play that part of the chart,
You're
winner
right.
side first, and then,
Right.
all right, for the evening, we'll do the same thing with the bottom part of the chart. We'll play a winners and then a right back winners. I think you're going to see better pool that way.
Yeah, that waiting will drain you.
Yeah, get you out of stroke, especially if you're in a lot of tournaments where there's not tables available to practice and whatnot. So.
Did you ever play in the Florida tour?
Oh, yeah, I lived in Jacksonville for 2 years.
Well, you know how much you got to wait between matches.
Oh, yeah. And that's like that on most weekend regional kind of events, you know. Okay, he's looking to see. He's thinking something he can get moved close to the hole and stick him on that 7, I think. Okay, that's a nice shot. Real nice shot. This is where Efren needs to 2-rail kick at the 10,
At the
I
10,
think.
Right.
Even if he doesn't hit it, as long as he keeps it on the low side. I know there's a bank there on the 8, but if he lands him on this rail, I don't think you'll see Shane shooting at that bank.
Because of where the cue ball's hitting
Yeah.
the pile.
I'd be a little. He's going to try and clip off the balls. Off the 8.
He does it.
Great shot.
But he knocked the ball on
Yeah,
Jeremy's
it was a
side.
great hit, but I didn't advise it. I wouldn't have been worried about that bank shot right there if I was Efren. If Shane wanted to go for that and open up all the balls, a cutback bank.
God bless him.
Exactly. Now, maybe it was real close. Maybe where the 8 was, the kick on the 7-8 was laying real nice. That's the one thing that maybe Efren was worried about. Like if he just 2-rail kicked at the 10, maybe there was a 7-8 combination kick that Shane could have made. Now, if he challenges him up table, which is all right, the way the 9s land, there's a lot of places he can put him up table that's not very.
I know, and the 7 goes, so
Yeah.
he could leave a long shot on the 9, and it's not free, and it's only shooting at 1 ball.
Well, I don't think the 11 goes, so I think he can get him up on the right side of the table and hurt him a little bit, leaving him where the 9's a scratch. Like if he wanted to just roll on the 4 right here and like bank the 4 towards your hole, but don't bank it very hard and just lay on the end rail, I don't think Efren could do much.
Good control. Did he
And
let
that's
him
okay,
see
but
the
Efren's
10?
going to bank the 12 and get shape on the 10.
You're right.
I didn't understand that. He was trying to get him behind the 9. But you got to realize without a ball right next to the hole, getting him behind the 9 isn't that great. Efren's never going to sell out from that spot. So the risk here of giving up the bank, I don't think it was really worth it. Do you, Danny?
No.
Like say he's froze on the backside of the 9. Efren's just going to ticky it and come down the end rail or whatever. And
Well, if he makes this, he's going to have another bank on the 10.
yeah, I don't think he can afford to just stop it. He wants to stop it because of the angle.
No, it's got a little angle. I think it's going to go. Oh, he went forward and he's
Yeah,
so
now
out.
it's going to give up
he
a
gave
nice
up.
starting shot here.
He did.
And the problem with that shot is, if I'm Efren, is I had to shoot another bank just to get position really on maybe nothing anyway.
Well, if he gets on the 10 good, he could fall on the 7, and it'll give him a chance.
No, I was talking about Efren, though. Efren,
yeah,
as far
yeah,
as
you're
like,
right.
where was Efren going to go with that? I mean, he was going to have to bank another just to get
Right.
any more. So, and now he can definitely, the 1 may even go. I don't think it does, but the 7 definitely does.
If he falls on the 7, this game is going to be over because he'll need 4.
He's drawing out to the center for a cut on the 8 to get on the 7.
Yep. He did that.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get right out.
Yeah, I mean, even if he gets straight on the 7, he can draw back and use the 1 to break the balls with if need be. There's not really a bad place here except for really short. He doesn't want to be really short on this ball. Even if he gets above the 7 a little bit, it's okay.
That's why he went 2 rails.
Yeah.
Slow down.
He's okay, though, because the 1's there. He can always break I would pick the 7 off first and then break with the 1. I think, anyway.
Yeah. He's got that angle to do it.
Just pinch it back maybe 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, leave
Maybe
an
5
angle.
inches. Okay, he
Well,
got a little straighter.
Yeah, he didn't get an angle.
No, but
But he's going to get to the hill.
he only needs 2, so he
Right.
doesn't need to bust him up. Excuse
Right.
us. He can just draw back for the 6 here.
Yeah, that's good enough.
And Shane looks like he went back to the longer cue there for a while. He had gotten away from it, and now he's got the extension back on his cue. He's comfortable, playing well.
And you know why he's got the long cue, don't you?
Why is that?
Earl Strickland was his idol.
Oh, no, I do know that. Yeah. Yeah, I do know that. We've talked about that many
And
times.
Earl has a long cue.
Oh, I know. And the funny thing about that is I think should be some rules to that. But before we
There
maybe
was.
talk,
There
I
was
know.
a
It
long
used to be
time ago.
64 inches, I think, right?
And they had, in the rule book, the maximum weight you could have, the maximum
25
length.
ounces, and then the shaft couldn't be over 14 millimeter, I think. I think there were a number of rules.
They had specifications. They don't have them anymore.
No.
But you know what? All that stuff about rules and everything, that's not important. We got to figure out how to get people involved in this game.
Right.
The rules don't mean a thing.
And that's kind of my point. Why would they ever change them, though? If like they went to call shot 10 ball and things like that. And I'm like, why would you ever change? The rules aren't our problem.
Right.
Not our problem.
I've been saying that many years. Players want rules that help them. That's not what we need in this game.
What are you thinking here, Danny? Back to the action. He's got a couple shots. That double up on the 2-1's not huge up in the corner, but...
Well, could he control the 13 ball, bank it into the 11 and go up in the far corner?
Yeah, the 12.
Double
I
him
think
up on the
12.
2-1.
Or he could bank the 11 on the
That's the
10
12,
and swing
right.
the cue ball up. It's not bad either, but...
Yeah, I like this, but if he's not doing it, though, I don't like it.
He's falling down below the 10, I think. I think he's spinning his ball, trying to shoot that gap going down below the 10, and he hit it great. Nice shot. Nice shot there. This is where Efren's got to be pretty careful. That 12 ball sticking out. He'd like to come 2 rails in the pack, but he ends up a little short.
You leave a bank.
He could leave a bank that offers position on drawing in between the 6-1. So he's got to be real careful where he's going with it here.
But he did it.
He did well, though. You got him over the balls. He did well there.
I don't know if he's got a bank on the 12, even in desperation.
No, I think you got to ticky off maybe the 12 or one of them balls and go up in that corner right here. You could kick behind here, but
I like cutting the 3 and doubling him up.
That's what I mean, like ticking off either the 12 or the 3 and going up. I like the 3 better. Yeah, the 3's better, but the only thing about the 3, it doesn't have a great angle. Like he has to hit a little thicker than I would want to. I'm kind of looking right at it. I don't think the 6 cuts, so if the 6 doesn't cut, I think the double up in the corner is okay.
Can you get there off of the 12?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Either the 3 or the 12, one of the two. I'd like to leave the 12 there. And he's got to make sure he doesn't let this peak out for the 1.
Good speed.
Oh, just great all the way around.
Yep, that's the
if
shot.
the 6 doesn't go, you may see Efren shoot at this combo, even though I don't like it. But he can just put him on top of the stack, just play the 12, off the 12, let the cue ball land right on the 5. It's just laying perfect. I'm looking straight at it. Just a little bit of right English to make it deflect a little bit and lay down right on the 5, just like that.
He did.
He actually went into the rack a little harder than I would have, but
I can't tell from here. Does the 15 bank?
no, the 6 is in the way. The 6 is the 6 and the 1. He can't quite get in between them. I tell you what, he might be able to do though. He may be able to shoot the 15 on the 6 and clear a couple of them and just stick them right there on top of the 14.
Well, the balls aren't sitting too well for him. He's got to open something.
Yeah, I really think he can knock the 15 into the top of the 6, let the 15 come back across the 3, sticking the cue ball right there, and letting the 6 bank up.
Yeah, he's got to get that open. Nothing goes for him.
Even if it's up table a little bit, even if it's near the side pocket, that's okay. And we are playing 1-4 here in the final. Now, if he's got to spin this, it may not act like he wants. Oh, that's what I was talking about. If he had to spin it, the hit on the ball might not act like he wants, and he sold out.
He sure did sell out. We're going to watch the magician run some balls now.
Yeah, I think he's going to go attack right into that 7 ball. What do you think, Danny? If he hits like right in between the 7-11, no? Or, is the 3 go? Never mind.
The 3 goes.
If the 3 goes, yeah, that's definitely the shot.
10, the
I didn't
12,
think the 3 went.
The 13.
I thought he had to shoot the 1. Excuse me.
Oh, he didn't want to hit the pile there, I don't think.
I don't think he wanted to get that high on the ball, did he?
No, he didn't want to hit the pile. That's what happened.
No, I wouldn't either, but I'm saying, like, why didn't he drop lower on the 12 and the 10 and all that?
I'm telling you, he might be getting a little tired.
Oh, he's shooting a combo.
Yep. And making it. Well, he can cut the 15, but he's got another combo.
Well, I think he can go into the 6 with the cue ball, I'm pretty sure. But funny things happen sometimes, like falling straight in on this 1 somehow, like going off the 6 and hitting the 2 and falling straight in.
Good shot.
Nice shot. He got a nice double kiss to get an angle.
Yeah, he got the angle.
I'm really shocked that he didn't address the 12 and 10, though. That's a nice way to go up into the balls, and he doesn't really have to fool with the ones over there. But it's hard to question Efren.
Yeah, he didn't want to hit that ball.
No, and he's gotten jacked up funny with the bank, too.
And the bank.
He's got a 2-railer on the 4 where he could play behind the 13. I'm not sure if he sees it or not. I mean,
Well,
just in case this one isn't sitting well. Like, he doesn't really want to disturb a lot of balls here, I don't think. Yeah, he's giving up a cross corner on the 10.
yeah, he did.
With this, and I think the 7 goes. Whew.
I don't know what he was thinking on that ball. He sure didn't hit it too well.
No, I'm. Shane, as good as this bank is, and he can go over for the 7, no problem. But I wouldn't blame him if he just came 1 rail and hit the 9. You know, not saying that's what you want to do, but like if it heightened the chance of making the bank, just going 1 rail into the 9 and opening it up right there, I wouldn't blame him at all.
Yeah, he figures to get a shot if he does that.
Yeah, and not only that, I think it would. He doesn't have to really spin his ball much. Yeah, like
He missed it.
Yeah, I think trying to play the cue ball a little more. And you'll notice he got elevated over the 7 to the 7 anyway, or elevated over the 6. Excuse me. I think I like just going 1 rail into the 9 that time with the cue ball and saying, heck with it.
You were right.
I should run out right here.
You were right. That was a better percentage. You can do it 100 different ways, but 1 is the best way, and your way would have been best.
I think he would have made the bank a lot more often.
Yeah.
Now, Efren's in a sticky situation. He knows as well as I do it's awfully dangerous to leave Shane down here next to these 7 balls, so I think that he may need to look for the end rail somehow. Would that be just knocking the 12 across and going to the end rail?
Yeah, well, that would be
He's
the safest.
kicking the 4? What's he
Oh,
doing?
good luck.
Oh, he's taking a foul.
Yeah. He sold out. I think he sold out a cut on the 4.
No, he can't cut that one.
He can't?
No, that's a little too thin there, and really, I got to commend Efren for that shot. Really, what he's made it to where it's going to be hard for Shane to really put him in a bad spot. Shane's looking at just kicking across on the 6. There's nothing wrong with that at all, and he may foul, but he may jack him up over the 6 too and make things tough for Efren.
That's what he's shooting.
Now, a couple kick shots whenever I played him, it seemed like he has a little system. Danny, did you ever use a system much?
Not at all.
No? I'm not much of a system guy
Because,
either. I know a couple of them, but...
You know, it isn't like the table stays constant. You know, if
Well,
it gets wet or dry,
Sure.
the system is different.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people all the time. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, there's a 3-rail system that I know pretty well that you can test out on a table and get it to where you can figure out how it's coming short and whatnot. But overall, the tables change too often. It's kind of like we always said, if you can cut it, you'd cut it over banking it, because every table cuts the same. Not every table banks the same.
You're right.
Now, this is what I thought Efren might do last time, is play off the 12 and freeze Shane to the end rail. But now I think he's got to be worried about Shane playing this 1 off the 8, right, Danny? No?
It's hitting pretty full.
Yeah, but I think he might be able to cut it a little bit. And
I think he could shoot it right out.
You mean just cut it in?
Just cut it in. I don't think he has to play it off the 8.
Well, I think he can play to where he buries the cue ball behind the 10, and wherever, if it goes off the 8 or the 13, it's okay. I know the 8 might get knocked down towards Efren's pocket.
I like shooting the 1.
Yeah, I'm really shocked that now Efren decided to do this rather than last time when nothing went. Now, where's the 8 going? That's the issue here.
It's going to go into the 9.
Yeah, if it goes into the 9 a little bit on the wrong side, it could end up in front of Efren's hole.
Yeah, this could be disastrous.
It could be disastrous for Efren, too, though.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, and I'm really shocked that Efren left this.
Well, it was going in.
Yeah, and last time Efren could have knocked the 12 across the table and put him on the in rail where nothing went. He eluded to take a foul and kick into the balls.
Yeah, Efren's got a kick right now at the 1, the long way.
Yeah, and he's got to hope for some fortune, I think, the way it's sitting.
Yeah. Doesn't go in automatically if you hit
You
it.
can't shoot the 8 into it and draw 2 rails up into that upper right-hand corner? No?
A little risky. That
Wow.
was risky
Never
too.
mind.
Look, he got lucky.
Never mind.
He got lucky there.
If you can master that one, folks, you've done something.
Well, I found over the years, if you're playing well, you'll get the rolls.
Absolutely. It's because you're practicing and you deserved them. Probably you earned them.
Yeah.
I don't mind the 2-rail kick on the 8 here. Because it goes,
Yeah, he might make it.
yeah, he might make it. And I don't think Efren can make anything. If he catches ball first, he can plant him right on the balls.
Yeah.
If he catches rail first, it's okay because his speed should be good enough. He may not even come up above the 13. Okay,
Oh,
he
he didn't
decided
shoot
to
it.
just play it.
Well, he left him a hit on the 1.
Well, he might have left him a cut on the 8.
Did he?
It's close, but he's definitely left him the 1, like Danny said. He's got to be a little worried about that 13-7, but he could bank this back on the 8. Well, he can see enough of it. He can draw up into the 4, right?
Yep. You sure could, but then you're shooting harder than you might want to.
Yeah, but if you're, yeah, true that. But he's close to it. I think that might be. Do you want to? Would you rather do that, or would you rather test Shane from upstairs on maybe?
I'm
the
not testing him.
Yeah, it's
He's
not the
too
guy you want
dangerous.
to stick up against the wall and say, "Make this."
Well, look at this. He can't reach it. He cannot reach it. I like banking the 1 at the 8.
With follow and go up in the left corner, or draw it up on the 4. I think I like drawing it up on the 4 because you can bank the 1 on the back of the 10, kind of slow it down a little bit, maybe do something with the 8.
To me, that's too hard of a speed to shoot.
I think he's close enough. Oh, he let up on it a little bit.
He's supposed to.
He's got to
but
shoot it.
he didn't get
He's
it.
hot. He's upset because he let up on his stroke.
Yeah, he didn't do anything with that shot.
Tell you what, he better watch out for the 4 coming back right here.
Right, he can bank the 4.
He can bank the
and
4
get
and come on the
position.
good side of the 13-7.
Yeah.
And if he sees it, I'm pretty sure he's going to shoot it.
Well, he'll see it because he's going to look at every possibility.
I really like it. You're so close
I
to
do
it.
too.
I think you can make a really good hit on this ball. Yeah, I don't see how. I mean,
And position goes right with it.
yeah, it's one I like to shoot at. That's for sure. It's 3 to -1 in the ball count. Thing
Well-
is here, you got to hit it with a center draw.
Right.
If you put a little bit of that helping left, you're not going to get the cue ball where you want. You got to hit this with a center draw and
Right.
let it naturally turn over.
Yeah, and the ball will get a hair right-hand English, overcome the cut. But he's not shooting at that. I'm surprised. I'm surprised there.
Yeah, he's got nothing threatening. All these type of shots are no good playing good players. You may play a lesser player that gets ahead of himself and sells out for no reason, but so he's going the back of the. Well, Efren better watch out here. He's going to leave this young man a nice bank at something here in a minute. He had a nice bank a second ago.
Could he hit 6 on the nose, 2 rail it, freeze him on the 8?
Oh, that'd be a shot. I think the 8's got him, but I like that shot, that's for sure.
I don't know if he can hit 6 full enough. I guess he can't.
I wouldn't mess with this 2 ball. Would you knock? I'd knock the 5 on my side and go behind the 6 before I did this 6. Mess with this 6 right here. Yeah, what's he? I think the 5. I don't know. Not sure what his thought process is as far as what's going to happen the next couple of shots. Did he get a rail on that shot?
I don't know for sure because the ball looked like it was frozen.
Well, they called it frozen, and it looked like the cue ball was going to get to the rail, but I never really saw the bounce. So maybe it just laid right on it.
Probably did, because they were down there watching it close. Efren is jumping up.
Yeah, I've seen that a little bit lately. I saw him last week. I played him in the tournament in New Orleans. And he moved a lot more on the ball. That's why I was kind of wondering what Shane was thinking in the last shot. He had a chance to come off the ball on the spot, the 5. Pretty easily, like a level cue with a little spin and drop down below to 6, it looked like to me. Now what's he doing? You better watch out for the 12. This goes in. Okay.
Boy, he took a chance on
he
making
sure did.
that.
If he makes that ball, Efren's 1 rail in the 12 back here with position. Easy position, too. He's hoping Efren will go up table where he may have some kick on the 6 or maybe even be able to clear some balls out. I think now would be a good time for Efren to take a foul and get him back on them balls. Like 2 rail just right on the 5, 7, 11. I think if he goes off the 4, he's going to give up his position a little bit.
But could he cut the 13 and go 1 rail and put him on to 1?
Yeah, but I'm afraid that 13 might fall down a little bit.
You have to cut it
7,
thin.
yeah. You have to hit it super thin from some distance, too. Well, this is okay, but it's not really going to do a whole lot for Efren. In fact, it's made it a nice ball for Shane to cross the 4 over, put it on his side, and drop down below the 6. He's got to do that, right, Danny?
Yep. Good shot.
Make it very difficult for Efren to go back up table on this guy. There's something there he likes. But I think the safest route is just banking the 4 over. Oh, he's going to soft kick him. And again, I'm not sure why he wouldn't remove this 4 ball and put it on his side. If he doesn't get this kick shot just right, he's going to give up some type of 4 ball bank.
I think he did.
And I'm not saying it goes, but Efren can get it down here in an area.
Bank it towards the 10.
Yeah, towards the 10. This is where you don't want to get it right in front of the hole. You want to get it like just above the 10 a little bit, right, Danny?
Right. He can bank it right at the 10.
Oh, he's playing the 2 off the point, or what's he doing here?
I don't know what he could do with the 12, except 3 rail it. Went a little bit long. Whew.
I know he's upset the way he hit it, but even Efren, then that's asking a lot from that distance for everything to come out just right, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is he looking at 2 rail on this 4 and drawing off the 2? Back down below the balls?
That would be very creative, but
That'd be amazing,
I
really.
don't like it. Something can go wrong.
Yeah, he's got to apply left to come off the 2 correctly, and I think that's not going to allow the 4 ball to have any chance of going. right?
Right.
He can't draw it with right and come back down. He's got to hit it with left. So, but this is be ready to hit the instant replay on this one.
This is very interesting.
I think he's playing the 4-2 rails. He can't let up on it either. He's got to hit this pretty hard to get the cue ball.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either, but I like watching it though. Oh, he hit it great with the cue ball.
Yeah,
Just a matter of the 4 just barely caught the point. I'll tell you what, excuse me, the 4 just barely caught the point. That wasn't far from being just like perfect.
He hit it real well.
And people say he doesn't play one pocket. He's definitely got a creative mind.
He does. He knows pool. He'll figure out what to do. And he shoots so good, so.
He's going to have the worst of this.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
How's it happen like that?
Well, does he have a 3-ball combination? I think
not
he
an
does.
easy one, but yeah, he's got one that goes. This is one he won't baby too much, so he doesn't shoot this, right?
He's got position.
Yeah, you got to shoot that with a little speed.
There it is. He's figuring to get out here. Needs 3. I can see 3. Don't want to hit the 1.
Yeah, I think he's got to go on the 1. That way he doesn't take any chance of going up table and then maybe a scratch or something. I think as thin as that was, I think he wanted to hit the 1.
Yeah,
he's got 2 or 3 to choose from.
He needs 1.
Oh, Efren Reyes, 1 ball to tie this final match.
And the 11 does go, I believe.
Or the 9. Great shooting. He sent one that way and it found its way in the pocket, Danny, huh?
He outchessed him.
Yeah, and before we get into this third game, we'd like to give some shout-outs for the supporters who have made every Make It Happen event. That's Brian Collins from UMass, Jim Dallas from Illinois, John Glass from New York, Blake Goodall from North Carolina, John Jester from Illinois, Al Metzinger from New York, Mickey Mix from South Dakota, Joe Parson from Arkansas, and John Troy from all the way from California. Thank y'all for being longtime supporters of this great event. Now, he hung one over the hole, Danny, but it's not really going to do much for him.
No, not at all.
And you'll notice there's not 2 balls frozen to each other after the break. You don't see that very often.
And the 8 might be dead.
Yeah. They're going to remove that coin here in a second. That was from last game. Shane owed 1. You'll see on your monitor both players have 0.
Well, the 8 looks dead or close.
Yeah, he's not too worried about it. It seems like he thinks he can. I don't see how he thinks he can send one back at his hole.
I don't think he could.
Yeah, it looks like to me that 2's not going to get out of there, and to make the 2 get out of there, you got to hit it pretty hard.
I think you better move that 8.
I think you better elevate, and come off the 13 or the 12, excuse me, and bring the cue ball back behind the 5-6, which would move that 8 ball. He could do it with the 4 as well, but I think it's easier with the 12. Is he looking at the kick on the 12?
Well, the ball's not straight in.
No, definitely not. I'm not sure really. I think it's pretty standard here, unless there's something just very obvious as far as the 215 is concerned. I think you got to go off the 12 and get him back behind the 6. If he tries to remove a couple of them, that's okay. He's got to have good control. He could play the 3 back off them balls. It might tickle in his hole. Uh-oh.
He scratched.
Uh-oh.
He scratched.
Yeah, and kind of a shot that really wasn't going to do much.
Right, he scratched on a useless move.
Yeah, something that I'm really shocked that he didn't elevate the cue and play off the 12. He had a bunch of rail to go into and then into the 6. It's going to be Bad mistake by Shane Van Boening. Okay, I think Efren wants to come into the 2-ball.
Yep, that's the ball to hit.
He's caught it. He got lucky. Caught the 15 and still got there. Now does the 10 go? The 10 goes. He's got a future.
Yeah, he can go 3 rails right to the 10. Which he did.
It's not the same stroke that I myself is used to seeing from Efren, but it's still got the job done. He's going to power up, I think, and is he just going to play over? What's he playing over for? Yeah, good, nice shot.
Beautiful. Yeah, he tried to get to the 2, and he did. Well,
yeah, he'll have to play for the bank where he can come up into the 5, right?
Right. I don't think he can go to a ball off the 2. He's going to play for a ball.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how okay that is.
No, that's all right. He's got a thin cut on the 4, but he's just got to make it, come back into the 5.
But it's missable.
Yeah, but the way the balls are sitting, if you come back into the 5, I really don't see. I think you're going to hang it at worst, and I really don't see how you're going to sell anything out.
Does the 5 go?
No, the 5 doesn't go. He's got to cut the 4, just a hair of outside English, come right into the 5, then the 13 goes.
He doesn't seem to like it.
Well,
what's he doing? Playing the 11 off of the 12?
Yeah, but if he doesn't
12?
make this, he doesn't
Look at
make
that. How about it? Oh,
wow, what a shot.
now he's got a better cut.
Yeah, he does have a better cut, but
I think
the only thing about a shot like that is, say he hangs it, you're giving Shane a chance to bank a ball in and go on out. By cutting the 4 last time, it was much safer.
That's a good shot there.
Yeah. But again, hard to question Efren Reyes. He's going to run out and run 8 and out again, it appears.
Yeah.
And he'll be breaking the balls. And what we'd both probably call a big unforced error by Shane.
It was.
Mr. Reyes leads the match 2 games to 1.
Now, Danny, I know you're probably a football fan. Were you happy to see Rex Ryan coming to Buffalo?
He's terrible.
He's terrible? Well, he's great at defense, though, right?
He ruined our defense last year. He had a good defense when he got there.
Yeah.
And they stunk. He ruined them. And now we got all new stuff, and the draft choice is getting operated on. It's not good. The Buffalo fans deserve more. Rex, not good.
Hey, well, those balls didn't break near as well as Efren's been breaking them. Shane's going to have a look at that 5-8, making sure it's not dead in Efren's hole. Otherwise, I think he can play the 15 and go right into the 2.
Or he can bank the 15 right at the 6.
That's what I mean. Play the 15, let the cue ball go right into the 2.
Oh, hitting the 2 is the best part of the shot.
Yeah, I want to hit the 2 glance off where I go into the stack, though, be honest with you. I know that sounds a little tricky, but you just hit this side of it a little bit. Yeah,
he didn't even try to throw it at the 6.
Yeah. He's giving up a cut on the 2.
And like you said, you got to look at the 8 also.
Yeah.
I think he could have banked it at the 6 and hit the 2.
For sure he could have. No doubt he could have.
He didn't do that, though.
Okay, he's shooting this 5-8, so that's something.
I think it's good.
It's got to be good if he's shooting it.
Yep. Now he's got a bank only.
And he's got nothing.
Maybe.
He's got nothing.
Well, is the 6, does it have a chance to kick in?
Efren I think, he was trying to billiard the 6 over. He was trying to run into it. And if he hit it full, at no worse, have a cut on the 2 ball.
Yep, good kick.
Good speed, too.
Well, he left him a hit on it, so that won't be there too long.
You better watch out for this 11 ball, too. I know it's aimed to the low rail, but it looks like he may be able to get something on it, like shooting the 1, maybe hard cutting the 1. course, that might move the 12. So. A traditional one-pocket shot, which we haven't seen many of here in this match.
Right. The 2 banks, but I don't think he wants to shoot it.
Oh, he's going to thin the ball and put him in the stack.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he does that stuff real well.
And he's gotten this 11 pretty high up where it's a lot more difficult to come off of it with that right English and make it get back to this end rail.
I know it's crazy, but how about kicking at the 6 to make it?
6.
1 rail. Can you get to the end rail?
Oh, that's not crazy. I've shot that shot before.
It's a good shot. He's not going to shoot it, though.
Okay, something you normally don't want to do. Leave your opponent on the good side of the stack with them facing their hole.
Stretch your legs if you wish.
And it seems we've taken a timeout, and we'll be right back.
We are back, folks. Efren's inning.
Yeah, and Efren's just going to edge this 12 ball,
Put
going
him
back
back
into
in
the
the
stack.
pile.
Important he gets him there, though. Well,
He didn't even try that.
why not? I wonder.
I don't know. It was just as easy as what he did.
He's got to watch out. Shane's good at these 2-railers, like on the 15 when the ball's out in the middle, especially on this new felt. He knows it'll hold up a lot better.
That's what he's got.
And he's going to play it kind of like on the middle of the side rail, leaving a cut on the 2. He doesn't want to come all the way back down with the cue ball.
A little reverse English.
Yeah.
That'll put a little bit more left on the 15 because it looks like it's going a little bit short. A little bit of English will make it go longer. Let's see how he hits it.
I hit it well if he hit it.
No, it went short. I thought it went
He
short.
just didn't let it go. He needed to put a little more
Oh,
on
look
it.
at that. He left the bank on it, too.
Yeah, and Efren can come back for the 14 if it lays with too much angle to hold the ball. Because you'll notice the stack, nothing goes in Shane's hole. So if he wants to shoot this in and come out to the center of the table for the cut on the 2 or for the 14, he's all right. He's played it really conservative. Now, do you like drawing this where he's looking, just leaving it where the cut on the 2 is not possible, or do you like trying to come down?
I would stick right there, knock it on your side, and
He's got to pull it down the rail a little, though.
Oh, yeah. Very little. Didn't have to worry about a cut on the 2.
Yeah, with that 15 there, though, I tell you.
Well, the 15 is froze, so that's not helping.
Okay, now you're going to see Efren probably. Okay, he's not going to do it again.
Yeah, they're playing very cautious.
I'm really shocked that he didn't come back into the stack, but I understand that that there isn't as, if he misses that stack, it's not huge. If he misses it, he could definitely give up a bank on the 2.
Big targets, though, to do it.
It is a big target, especially as good as he is. Now, can he do something with that 6-5? Can he do something with that? Is that 5-2 railing with the 6, Danny?
It's close.
I'll tell you what, because he can stop right there and not leave anything as far as the 2 or the 15. I'll tell you what, I take a look at a shot like that myself.
He's not even looking.
Yeah, well, it's something it's more of a one-pocket shot than anything else. Is he trying to just feather this and come over? Tell you what, he's asking a lot.
Well, once again, he can go into the pile off the 15.
And here it's laying like perfect.
Yeah.
To do it.
Better do it. The last few shots, he didn't try that. He still didn't.
Yeah.
Same amount of accuracy.
And, you know, maybe he's worried about Shane. If he ends up a little short, Shane just banking that 14 right on in and doing something to him. But
yeah, stuck on the pile, he wouldn't be able to hit it good.
no, you wouldn't think. But I'm saying, like, say he ended up an inch short of the pile maybe, but still got him behind the pile, kind of trapped.
But it's funny, when you're playing in a big match, you think your opponent's going to do everything.
Yeah, you think they're Superman, you know?
Yeah.
Tell you what, he hit that nice. He hit that really nice. And just overall, I'm a little shocked. It was like 3 or 4 shots. Efren had a chance to put him in the pack, and he didn't do it. Now you're going to see him fouling and going in the pack, I think. Great shot. Never mind.
It was.
Well, he had an opportunity to do that a few times if he did it there, right?
But he was stalling. He was getting the guy off guard.
I guess maybe seeing if he'd sell out something simpler, maybe.
Yeah. He knew he always had that. I believe that's how he's thinking. Because right now, the way the balls are sitting, he's got the advantage.
He's got a big advantage.
Shane doesn't have much that goes.
No, and that's why I asked a couple times, like he had a chance to draw the cue ball down there instead of just laying it like on the middle diamond. And I thought he may do that. Now Efren not taking much time. He's going to leave his opponent. He was hoping to leave him jacked up over the balls, I think.
Well, Shane certainly doesn't have much. At 15 sitting there, but if he left distance.
You can't kick it out and come across it like banking it up because of the 4. If the 4 wasn't there, he could get out of this, but with the 4 there, it's pretty tough.
I think you can go off the 7, leave him long, let him have the 15 because he can't make the 15 without hitting the 4.
I kind of will agree with that, but I'm going to see if I can make a little subtle move. Maybe he'll give me a little more in a second. Maybe. Maybe not, though. I don't know.
I like my
Tough
shot.
situation here.
I like my shot.
I like your shot, too, but I got to look around for a second and see if there's something that he may leave me, gives me a little better chance.
I think it'll get worse.
Well, a lot of times it will. I agree with you, Danny.
I'm not used to doing the work with you. I'm used to with Billy, so he says the opposite. I don't agree with you. Billy likes to argue, but he's beautiful.
Okay, and he's done really well with that, if you ask me. He's left him thin on this where you can't leave him stuck to the ball, I don't believe, unless he wants to take a foul.
I think he just cuts the ball and goes to the rail.
That's fine, but I mean, if he cuts it and goes to the rail, though, he's got to be aware of leaving some type of 6-ball bank. Now, that's what Shane's looking for in a spot like this.
Yeah, anything.
Okay, I got the shot, Danny. I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Well, it may not be landing it. Never mind.
You mean I had a chance to think you're crazy and you're never minding me?
Well,
boo.
And this may not be the situation and the way they're laying, and I never really see many players shoot this shot. But what about banking the 14 hard at Efren's hole and stunning him right there to the end rail? Huh?
I like
and
that.
trying to clear his
that.
hole. Trying to clear his hole with the 14.
I like that.
Stunning the cue ball right to the center of the middle rail of the end rail. Hitting it with a lot of speed.
I really like that.
I don't see guys shoot that shot much, and I've shot it in a lot of crucial times, and it helped me.
Well, he's in a crucial spot, so I think now is the time to shoot it.
The only reason I say it lays perfect to where he can just stun the cue ball forward that middle of the end rail. At the very worst, he's going to make Efren shoot a long shot.
But it's easy for us because we don't have to worry about dogging it.
Right. Well, now he's done what you were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
which I like because he at least got to remove one of the balls that Efren may be able to play position on later after making this 15. I wouldn't be surprised if Efren leaves those there and tries to do something else.
I don't see anything else.
I don't see anything else either, but neither one of us have his eyes, that's for sure. But I think he could even, like, he's looking at how I can get a better position here.
Well, he's not going for the trick. He's not going to shoot the 15.
Well, he can ticky the 11 and lay him back on the 5 again.
See, folks, Jeremy likes to use that word ticky. That means cutting thin.
Right. Just barely hitting it. Is he kicking the 5? What's he doing?
I don't know.
Grazing the 14? How's Graze? Is Graze all right?
For a cow.
I am from Texas.
Yeah.
I think he's got to manufacture some type of way to sweep something at those balls hard. I'm not sure what, though.
Well, he doesn't have that bank before you call. That changed now.
But he may get it again. If he shoots off this 7 and leaves him up in the corner again, he may get that bank we were talking about to try and clear his hole. Did really nice there, covering him up on the 11-5 where he can't cross corner that.
Well, does Efren see something shooting the 15?
Maybe he feels like he's got a little different angle where he can shoot the 15, catch the 4.
He's playing the combination.
Oh, you let him see that? Why would you let him see that? Where he can go behind the pack and everything.
He made it.
Wow, that was a big mistake by Shane.
Yeah, he let him shoot that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have left him that.
Well, he wasn't thinking of that. He was thinking of leaving him the shot I called.
Yeah.
But he didn't see the 2.
Well, he
Efren
got
did.
pretty lucky that the 2 fell so deep in the hole, making things a little more difficult for Efren.
Yeah, I think you can hit the 2 anywhere and still make it. You know, you
Yeah,
don't have to cut it thin.
No, but he's wondering about position.
Well, he's still got
Oh, he can get to the 10? Oh, if he can get to the 10.
Yeah, this track could be over.
He's got a hard spin in it, looks like, but.
Yeah.
And he got thin on the 4, but he's okay.
This is all from Van Boening's mistake.
Yeah, definitely a mistake to let him see the initial combination. Now, I think Efren wants to go up and down here.
Right, it's pretty thin. It's going to be tough to roll in, but he's going to have to go up and down.
He didn't want to get straight on this ball, though.
He did.
Got a lot straighter than he wanted.
I think he can go forward and get the bank on the 13, though. Don't you?
I wouldn't be yeah, and he could come backwards a little bit for it. He could get on a double kiss. He can go forward, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him go rail first. I know this one's real tight for rail first, but...
well, it's like you say, he can come back and take the cut bank on the 13, but going forward, he's going to have an easy bank.
That's why I talked about the rail first, spinning out for
position.
position.
Oh, he even got to the ball. Look at this.
And he made that look easy, but when the ball's so close and you're so straight on it, that rail first is really difficult, Danny.
Right.
You know that.
There's no angle.
No, it's all feel. It's all judge.
He did it.
Now he can come back and...
That's why they call him the magician.
Yeah.
Needs 2.
He needs 2, and the 3 does go. I can see the 9's off of it just enough where the 3 does go. Now, maybe he's gotten a little straight on this where he can't get on the 3. But he can spin 2 rails out for the 1, it looks like.
Yeah, he's got either one. Perfect.
And Efren Reyes needs 1 to go on the hill trying to defend his title here at the Make It Happen One-Pocket Invitational.
It's funny, at the beginning of the tournament, no one was picking Efren to win it. Now he's in chance to win it.
You know, he's got 3 games to try and win it, too.
Yep.
And he's only got 1 break left. That's why it's so very important to win the lag, not just to try and win the match, but when you're coming back, it's huge.
Right.
Shane, pretty upset the way that went down.
He gave it away.
Well, but he was fighting, and then all of a sudden he just let the cue ball come out a little too much to give up a combination. He obviously didn't mind giving up the shot on the 15 like Danny was talking about, but just a few things. He got away from him a little bit and gave up a combination. That was it.
Well, how is the 11 ball?
The 5-11. It looks like the 5's on top of the 10 a little too much to get to it. Now, he may be able to just hit it with a high ball and play it off the 3. You mean the 11 ball bank or the ball?
The combination.
Oh, okay. No, all right. That's the 13, I guess. He's shooting.
Yeah.
He's just going to simply shoot this. He let the cue ball go there, and he got really lucky.
He
The
did.
one got in the way. The 8-13, 8-12 was dead there for a second.
Look what this ball on the spot's going to do.
Well, Efren's not very happy the way he hit that ball. He cut it way too much.
Well, he's not in trouble to sell out the game, but he doesn't have a good move.
No, but he's got to realize how much the best of it he's got here.
Oh, yeah, he does.
For sure, and I think you just knock the 7 away, right, and plant him on top of the balls?
Right. Freeze him right on the balls.
Yeah, freeze him right in between the 8-5. I think it'll be tough for Efren to get a rail from there. Efren will have to come away before Shane will. He'll have, and what I mean by come away from the stack somehow. Just he wants to make sure he gets a rail here, though. He doesn't want to be the first one on a foul in this situation. And I don't like opening the 8-12 and all that. Yeah, see, that I didn't like. I think that's going to offer more options for Efren here in a minute. I would have squeezed him. I would have just knocked the 7 away and squeezed him in between the 8 and the 5. I think leaving him that little gap on the cue ball. You notice he's got a gap on almost every side of the cue ball.
In Detroit, we called it pinching and squeezing.
That's right. In Texas, we call it San Antonio style. That's what we call it.
Did you know Rodriguez?
Bananas? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't know him like everyone else. I met him,
my good friend.
the latter years, but yeah. And
I
that's
knew
what I
him.
meant about instead of squeezing him on the cue ball, that's what I meant instead of opening those balls up a little bit. Definitely give Efren more opportunities.
Yeah, be careful, Van Boening. The 10 might be going in off the 6.
Yeah, that, and if he doesn't make one here, if he tries to play the 8 off the 1 somehow or tickle it in somehow, he's going to give up his position at the very least, I think. Maybe it'll shoot this 8-1 and draw back. Maybe it'll draw back over to the left side of the table.
That's what he has to do here for it to be free.
Yeah, I think he's got an alley there. Maybe not. He's got to worry about that 5-13 is what he's worried about. Hey, can Efren make this from anywhere on the table? That could be a problem too. But he really made the mistake a second ago when he knocked the 7 away, putting the cue ball on the 8, moving that 12 over. It wasn't worth it, I don't think.
It definitely was not. Look, he's shooting for his life here. It's not an easy shot. I mean, you know, the 1 goes, but look where he is. Doesn't have to hit it good.
Yeah, and the thing I'm worried about is that 5-13. If he shoots this shot, obviously, to me, the 5-13 doesn't go from that left side of the table if you're looking at your monitor. I'm guessing anyway. Wow, what a shot. And he held position. Oh, my
Look at
goodness.
that. Oh, boy.
He had position on the 12-11 combination. It wasn't easy, but it was one he was going to make.
So he's still in the
And
same
then-
position.
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky there. Ooh, what a combination. He just slow rolled in, Danny.
Yeah.
to not end up with a shot. That's pretty
The 8
unlucky.
came off the rail and just knocked the 15 in front of the cue ball.
Yeah, he was going to be able to shoot the combination and get on the good side of the rack, too. Perfect speed on the cue ball. Frozen. And he's got Efren in a pickle. Now, is Efren going to look at that Billiard on the 3?
No, he can come right off the 3 and maybe go behind the 15.
It's tough. I'm saying, is he looking at the Billiard off the 3 to the 2?
I see that, yeah.
Because he'll shoot it with a high right ball and try and swing the cue ball around for position. I don't see anything I like going towards Shane's hole as far as like scrambling the balls or anything. Do you?
No. Oh, this doesn't have to turn out good.
Going off the... Wow.
Oh, he made the ball for him.
Wow, he got dead safe.
He did.
Wow, he got a ball hanging in his hole. Efren said, thank you very much.
This is what Irving Crane told me many years ago.
What's that?
He
What's
said,
that,
you
Danny?
know how to play, get up and shoot your innings, and when it's your turn to win, you're going to win. That stopped a lot of dogging over the years.
Yeah, well, like any other sport, and you played many sports, is, you know, that first win, whether it be the first win of a match, first match of a win, first title win, whatever it is, it's hard to do. It's hard to get.
Oh, it definitely is.
All right, if he's making this ball, okay, smart shot. Instead of trying to float behind the 10, he went ahead and went into the 10.
Well, Efren's got banks, but they're definitely not free. But they might be desperation just to survive.
Well, he's got a double up there. Well, not really with the 8 there. Wow, this is...
I don't think he can
I don't
bank
think
the
he's going
ball
to
and
shoot
get up
this.
there.
I don't think he's going to shoot this. Well, he's looking at this, can I draw in between the 9-5 over to the right side rail? Now, if he's off the rail a little bit more, I agree with the shot.
Well, he can get through the inning anyway without selling out.
He doesn't want to hit that 3, though.
Oh, he did. He left the 3. I think the 3 banks.
I'll tell you what, I think you can at least get it real close to the hole and trap him. I think, anyway.
Yeah, I think it banks.
I think he can hit it with a little bit of good speed, too, here and still hold the cue ball.
Yeah, he'll fall under 15 if he makes this.
Hit it great. Thought he hit it great.
Table slowed down a little bit.
Efren looking at this 4-ball bank, huh? Is he looking at the 4?
I don't know. It's near the rail.
That's close, though. If it goes, to me, it's close. You're going to try and come off the 8 and kill the cue ball down below the 3? That's awfully tough.
Yeah. You could scratch on that shot.
He'll go into the rail and into the 3, probably. Knowing him.
Yeah, he did that.
No, he ginned it.
Good shot. The people realize that it's a good shot.
Well, I mean, this is where you got to find the end rail with the 13 doesn't really offer much position for Efren.
Yeah,
Find a good place up there on the end rail, right, Danny?
Go off the 14 and let him have that ball.
Yeah,
From
I
the
might
end
even go
rail.
off the 4, just so I can wiggle it where he might not be able to,
he
like...
could do that. He can go off the 7. He can go off the 14.
Yeah,
But the 4 might be the best.
just so he doesn't have that shot to really blast at the 4 on me next shot, maybe. I don't know. If not, I like the 14. I like to open those up.
Yeah. Let him have the 13 from the end rail.
Yeah, I don't really think he can get position, even though you got to figure Efren's going to... Watch out for the cue ball. You gotta
Never a doubt.
You got to figure Efren's going to be able to get behind the 3 again. But the one pocket's a process. You get him a certain place, and eventually he may not be able to get behind the 3
Well,
with
if
the
he
cue ball.
shoots right on the 4, it could hit the 6 and come back the wrong way.
Yeah. I think you'll see him ticky off the 15 and then kind of go into the 3 with the cue ball.
That's a real thin hit.
Yeah, put a little speed on it, though, and it's easier.
Oh, what a shot. What a good shot.
Yeah. A little bit of Filipino body English by Efren got that done.
Is that what we call it, Filipino body English?
Well, it's body English, and he's Filipino. That's the best I can do.
Any kind of body English is good.
Body English is international, isn't it, Danny?
Yeah. It's like math. It's international.
Okay, he's got to be careful here of leaving him some type of play where Efren can bank a ball back into the balls and plant him behind that 3. Key here is to get him froze on the rail. That way he can't hit the ball very hard. Like you want to get him on the rail right here.
Pretty close. Nope.
Yeah, well, you'll remember that, as well as I do, Danny, guys can't hit the ball very hard. They can't do much damage when they're on that rail.
Oh, they definitely can't draw the ball.
Right.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of knitting.
Yeah.
But that's the way it is if you're trying to win. Could he 3-whale the 4 and control the cue ball?
Well, I was looking at that, and you'd like to, if he had a real clean alley to control the cue ball, that'd be fine because the bank really doesn't go, but you could make it with the combination into the 3 or something. But I think he'd be best to try and get him over on that rail again. I mean, he's got to realize he's got the best of it. Even though he's playing Efren, and Efren tickies the ball and, hits the ball softly, accurately, is better than anybody that's ever played. You have to realize, well, I still have the best of it if I can just get him over there on that side rail. Oh, a little bit of a mistake, but he's got a little room for error, so.
Well, he needed to hit that 10 off the rail or he would have left the bank on it.
Well, he was trying to get way up high where the 9, he was trying to get up like a little past the middle diamond, I think, where the 9 might have covered up the 10, but you're right, it may end up serving him well that he caught the 10 ball right there. Like the 13 is still in a bad place for position as far as from up table, so that's why I say that I think Shane will get the best of it.
Look at this.
Wow.
He sold out.
All these incredible shots, and then the most simple shot Efren sells out on. Pulls him. It pulls a funny game. He can definitely get on the 6.
He got on the 6.
He's okay. He can follow this with inside English. Come out 2 rails for the 8, I think.
I think he's got an angle to draw it.
To draw it and open them and still have the 15, right?
Still have the 15.
Okay, he can draw it and not hit the 15. Danny's talking about hitting the 12, let the 12 hit the 10, open up the 15 ball.
Yeah.
I would go ahead and drive through this and come off the 12 back just in case the 15 doesn't open. I got a shot on the 4.
That's what he had.
Yeah, I would have went in and drew off that 12 straight back up. That way I got a cut on the 8 or the 4 if the 15 doesn't open.
He got nothing.
Yeah, that was a little bit, you just need to think about it a little more safe if he'd have just put straight draw on the ball and drew off the 12 straight back up to the center of the table. And sometimes that's hard to see, and sometimes you can't imagine that you could hit the 12 and not hit the 10, so.
Well, do you cut the 4 and go long and let him have that 13 again?
I might bank the 8 some kind of way and go 1 rail in between the 7-4 with a high left ball and go into that corner.
Well, he's not doing any of that. Don't leave him the 9.
Yeah, he's about to put one on the spot, it looks like. Okay, what about the 10-15?
Yeah.
This is, well, he can let him see the 4, too.
Well, the 10-15 banks.
I think the 10-15 may go because the 10 can hit the high side of the 15 to where it can definitely get out of the way of the cue ball. It's just a matter of figuring out how the 15 and the cue ball are going to cross each other. Right, Danny?
Right. I don't think he has to worry about that.
No, just let the cue ball come one rail into the 4, right?
Right.
I don't see how he can pass it up.
I don't think he will.
Maybe the fit 10's too much of a cut to where he feels like he's going to lose the cue ball. You'll notice the 4 doesn't really do much. The 4, I mean, you got to get lucky. I think he's got to shoot this.
He's got to his right. Makes this. He's
looking at banking the 9? Really?
Oh, boy.
Going up for the double up? That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, just because if he can at least get Shane straight in.
He made it.
He made it. Well, you notice if he at least gets Shane straight in on the 4, Shane can't go anywhere as far as shape. So
well, I don't think he could shoot the 13.
You got too good, huh? Too straight?
Yeah, I don't think he could shoot it, even if it had an angle. That's a long shot.
Oh, if it had an angle, I think it has an angle, and I think he's just going to knock it in and come down for the 12. He may even graze the 5 a little bit.
If he does, that's a great shot.
Oh, wow.
I knew it was a tough shot. We left him that a pile of times this game, and now he finally shot it and missed it. We proved it was the right thing to do. Now, Van Boening
needs 4.
Yeah, he can get him.
Yeah, he'll just come out and get on the 8. Could get on the 4 first if he wanted, but I'd go ahead and get on the 8. You don't want to fall.
Right.
You don't want to fall straight in on that 4.
You're right.
He's okay. You just draw for the 4. Get an angle on the 4 where you can come one rail into the 10. I don't like going forward on this 8 right here.
No, only
needing 3, I think.
Yeah, he's going to draw the ball. No, he isn't. Look
That's
at
okay. He did good.
Yeah, he did real well. He has such good cue ball, you know.
Yeah, especially on these faster tables.
I've been saying it for years. He hits the cue ball real well. People don't understand that. They think you hit balls and make them. Hitting that cue ball right is very big, and he does that greatly.
Yeah, like a lot of the top players that's ever played, they kind of strike the cue ball more than hit it, you know. It's almost like one of them professional golfers you get behind. It's just a different deal. And it looks like he's just going to draw back for the 13. Or the 7.
Yeah.
I think the 7's okay. I think he can definitely beat the scratch if he wanted to. I like the 7 better than 13 myself, but
well, I don't know what Efren likes. He's not going to like anything.
Dead center pocket.
Well,
after 5 games, Efren Reyes leads 3-2 and will be breaking. So a big game for Efren here to try and win this title. If he goes hill, Shane will be breaking.
Right. Got to win this game here to win the title, or else you're the underdog.
And while we're in between games, I myself would like to give a big thanks and shout out to Pat Fleming and all the staff at Accu-Stats, not only for inviting me here this weekend, but putting on an incredible show.
Yeah, I love them all. He's got a great staff.
And you know, Pat's got to be someone great to work for to keep his staff as long as he has and the job they do. So
Pat is a good man.
All right, and if you ever needed a break to win the championship, this one ain't bad. Only thing different I could see is maybe freezing that cue ball on the rail, but it's pretty close as it is.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Now, is he high enough where he can kick the 11 and fall down on the low rail, Danny? Is it too much spin? Is that too much spin?
Too much spin.
I like that shot on them devastating breaks. Sometimes you get that shot where it's real natural to kick to the side rail and kind of spin down on a ball a little bit and maybe fall behind the 13 with the cue ball.
But it's tough to not sell out the 4.
Yeah, that angle. Yeah, you want the 4 up a little higher if you're going to shoot that shot. I don't see much of anything, though.
That's what I said. I think he's in a real trap here.
Like fouling into the stack right here? Or you just go ahead and kick behind the 4? Do you want?
Well, he can kick behind the 4, but
I like that better than getting on the pack. I know you're betting the game on it, but what do you think Efren's going to do if you just put him on the pack?
It's time to bet the game. I think you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You got to do something real good here to stay alive. If he doesn't get the worst of it here, next shot he will.
Okay, he's going to shoot the 9 away and stick on the stack. Got to be careful where this 2 and this 5's going, though. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Well, he's lucky that ball went in.
Oh, he's lucky the 15 hit that ball.
Yeah.
He didn't. Well, anyway.
Well, he's lucky that ball went in, or else he's banking at one with a ball hanging here. Now Efren's going to play it more safe. I think he's going to follow his ball back into the pack. You better look at that 10 ball, though. If he misses the pack, Danny, look at that 10.
Yeah, it's close.
I'm looking straight at it. It's definitely makeable. It's definitely makeable. It's so makeable to where if he had trapped him, let's say he got the cue ball over a little more, Shane would be banking the 5 long rail going up into the corner, knowing if he makes it, he can make the 10 afterwards. I mean, it's wired. The 10 is wired.
I don't think he has a good bank on the 5.
No, but say Efren had got the cue ball over, maybe
Right.
at a couple more inches where he couldn't see the 4 or something. I'll tell you what, he might be able to make it from right here. I'll tell you that.
You think he can cut it thin enough?
I don't know, but I mean, they're stuck to each other, so I don't know if the 8's going to slow it down enough, but he hasn't looked at it. But you can see it right, Danny, from the booth.
I can see it, but I don't think he's going to get enough speed doing it.
Well, they're all 3 stuck to each other.
Well, if he makes this, he'll have it. He didn't make it.
He went for it. He went for it. And
He went for his wallet, too.
But I think if he had looked at, I think that the way the balls are stuck to each other, well, I know he can make it from where it's at right there, so it makes me think that he may have been able to make it, but he never saw it.
Well,
Now, Efren can see
look.
the 4, so this is
Yeah, he
should
can
get
run out. Yeah,
He should get out.
he can win the tournament right here.
Yeah. He can get on the 13. He can come out he's got the 3 and the 9, so I wouldn't blame him if he came 2 or 3 rails out.
Yeah, he's got a good chance to get out.
Yeah, he only needs 6. Well, now he's gotten pretty thin on this 3, and now he's going to hit this with an outside. I don't want to go into the stack right here myself.
I know. He's got the edge. You don't want to open him.
Yeah, you don't want to open these balls.
Well, I think he's going to have to, though.
No, he may
Unless
cue
he
with
missed-
outside and go 4 rails to the center of the table. That's what I would do.
Yeah, he can go to
He may be able to
the
spin
left
it
of
in.
the pile.
Back over his hand right now. See? Like that, yeah.
Good
He's so
shot.
good on a slick table, he can slow that ball down, especially if the pockets aren't super tight. And now he'll pick these 3 off and probably shoot what would be the 6 last. Shoot the 3, have an angle on the 9 to come across for the 5. Like so. Got a little thinner than I would have wanted, but I think he'll be okay. Oh, that's the diamond table for you with those deep shelves. And that's why I say you got a little thin on that on the 9.
He's still supposed to make it.
Yeah, he was so worried about holding position for the 5, knowing he only needed the 5 and 6 to end this match and win the title for the 2nd year in a row. If it's not sitting good, you just make it, but I'd love to put him in the pack right here. I just don't know if he can get to that right side rail coming off the 9 and be accurate going in the pack. And he doesn't think he can either. That 10 is still a problem, I tell you. Efren's got to be very aware of it. Efren doesn't want to move off them balls, but if the 10's dead, which I've been looking at the entire game, it's something that I would try to move them ever so lightly, like
He
so.
did it.
Yeah. And I don't think Shane ever got a look at it, to be honest with you, Danny.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be looking at the pile closely.
Yeah.
He passed up a couple shots off the pile.
This is where I think he needs a 2-rail kick at that 8 and try and take a foul. 2-rail kick right at that 8, trying to roll right up where he can't see the 5. He could do it going off the 5, but then you're moving the 5 up a little bit. I don't like that. When you're behind in the game so badly.
He's doing it off the 5.
Yeah, but then even if you get him good, you're moving the 5 too much. See where the 5's going?
Yep.
Now the shot becomes useless. Now there's no reason for the shot, really. That makes sense, Danny?
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
I like where he put the cue ball or where he was trying to put the cue ball, but you really need to leave the 5 there for a threat. Now Efren just needs to knock this away, get it back around where his head string's at, something like that. Wow, I wouldn't have left him on that side, Danny.
Yeah, why did he do that?
Well, I would have come back over in the corner. I'm not worried about that 5-10 ball bank, but I'm certainly worried about this 2-railer on the 6 and following the ball down by the 7.
Right. He'll get a lot of rewards with it if he makes it. He's got to shoot it.
Well, I'm not so sure it's makeable with the 5 being there, but you can certainly get it around the pocket and cause some problems for Efren.
I think it goes.
It may go. Oh, he caught the point with the cue ball, not what he wanted. If he would have got the cue ball past that point and floating it down there by that 7, it made this a lot more difficult for Efren. Efren made a bad judgment error leaving him on that side of the table, in my opinion.
But he got away with it.
Yeah. You got to watch out where this goes now. He doesn't want to break the pack open. Whew. That worked out perfect. He opened the 1 up. He didn't let him see the 1.
Might have made a dead ball.
Yeah, well, he didn't let him see the 1, and the 6 doesn't come up enough where he can bank it cross corner. Like, everything worked out perfect right there. And the 6 comes up another 2 inches, he's cross cornering it. And Shane's upset, it looks like, because he thinks, I think maybe Efren has a dead ball out of the stack.
He does.
It makes it to where he can't really go up table with the cue ball. Now it's okay to come off the 6 and go 2 rails into the pack and try and unwiggle that ball.
Yeah, it's sitting pretty good to do that.
Yeah, right?
But it doesn't do it by itself. What's he going to do, make the 7?
No, he can't do that if the 13
dead
is looking.
one.
Yeah, he's got to do this here. Go ahead and wiggle him. Go into him a little bit here. Now, don't float.
A little weak.
Yeah, you want to wiggle the balls a little bit right there. Try and hit that 8 full where you can push it out a little bit.
It's still dead.
It's still dead. And not only that, he's not jammed up is my point. Like, if you go into that 8, he's going to be froze to that ball. It's going to be a lot harder for him to escape. Okay, nice speed on the cue ball. Like, perfect speed on the cue ball.
And the ball is still dead.
The 5-14, yeah. It's close, I know that.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, he can ticky off the 14 and run the cue ball up just a little on the left side of the 15. He could do that. I like knocking the 15 in myself and going down to that end rail.
Uh-oh.
Big trouble.
Uh-oh, he's so loud.
I'm real surprised he just didn't go ahead and try and shoot it in and follow on down.
Maybe he did and he missed.
Maybe. Yeah, but that's, I mean, I hate to say the table rolled off, but he don't miss many that bad, like that bad.
He's
But
so
the
loud.
reason why I like going down with the cue ball is that way you don't give up the bank on the 7. Go ahead and follow on down and make the 15. But Efren made that one.
He made it.
He's playing for 1, and it looks like to me he can shoot the 10 ball. Looks like to me he can shoot the 10 ball with speed to where he can get the cue ball to the end rail, and if he misses the 10, it goes back up. What do you think, Danny?
Well, he's shooting at the game for sure. Can he hit the 12 ball.
A 12?
You know, after the 10, but I don't know if that's
No,
going to
I think
help
he's going to
anyway.
go by. It'll go by it, I think. I think he's okay if he just lets it stroke out with a little high left, let the cue ball check. Oh, he said, heck with it. I ain't shooting at it.
And he didn't.
I can't blame him.
And he still got the dead one.
Kind of upsets me, though, because I'm pretty sure he would have shot at it if he was playing me. He's playing Shane. He's like, this guy might run out from anywhere, so I better not shoot at it. Shane should take that as a compliment, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, he's got the 6-ball bank, which I think at this time he needs to go ahead and shoot it, let the cue ball go a little high inside English. He could do the 12 too. Either one, whichever one he likes better.
Efren needs 1 ball to win the match. 10 is dead. Better not let him see the 5.
Well, he made that one. You ain't got to worry about letting him see that one. Great shot.
He did let him
I'll
see
tell you
the
what,
5.
he can stop his ball perfect for the 8-ball bank right here to open the balls up. I mean, it's just, I think it's perfect. He may have just a very small percentage of a cut on the 6-ball, but he can hold his ball. I'm pretty sure he can hold his ball.
We used to say that you need 1-pocket blinkers when you shoot this 6, because that's a dead ball, and you might dog the 6 knowing that you're going to lose if you miss it.
Like blinders for a horse, you mean?
Yeah. We used to call it 1-pocket blinkers.
Oh, he's not missing this.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's holding perfect, just holding his ball for the 8.
Oh, beautiful. And he's going to have position.
Yeah.
This game can get close.
All right, it could get real close, and I think he's got to make a decision here to hold position. I think he might need to pop it a little bit. He doesn't want to pocket speed this and like stitch the cue ball up for safe. He wants to go ahead and try and make this.
Oh yeah, you're not thinking safe here.
No, but I'm saying like, you know, there's not the two-way there as far as shape, safe, pocket speed, and all that. I think sometimes you need to just pop this in and shove your cue ball forward an inch and go on ahead and run out, or try and get as many as you can. My point being, even if you freeze the cue ball and hang the 8, Efren's just going to kick it in, and it's not going to be something that gives you much reward. That's what he did. I like the way he shot it for sure. Well, now, you think Efren's thinking about that 10 ball I could have shot at?
Yep.
And I think it was safe if he shot it with a little speed. I don't really see how he could have sold out unless it like doubled the pocket and came back out or something. But
well, it's going to wind up. Van Boening's going to need 2, and Efren's going to need 1.
I don't know about that. He could certainly get on the inner rail for the cross corner and then have a long rail bank on the 7. Yeah, Efren may not get back at the table. I know you've gotten out from spots like this, Danny.
Sure.
Okay, it looks like he's going to draw back for the little cut shot on the 14. He's going to come 2 natural rails around where he's looking at now he wants to get real flat on that cross corner, if you ask me, though.
He needs them all.
And he just needs to come 2 simple rails. In rail, side rail, just a little bit before the side pocket. Oh, he's going to pull it with outside, I think. Now that's proper there. I would have tried to hit a little bit higher up the rail. He's gotten a little thinner cut on this 10-ball bank that I'm sure he wanted.
You can leave a bank and lose the match here.
Yeah, I don't expect that too much. I expect the speed and the cue ball to come back over on the same side as the 10. But he's certainly not going to get out. Efren's got to be happy about that. He's not like looking the 10 straight in the face where he can lag it in and then one rail the 7. Okay, that's going to be a little wide.
And a little short. Hey, what do you do, Efren? Does he 2 rail the 10, 3 rail the cue ball?
Well, I'll tell you what, with the 7 there, I'm saying probably not, but the 3 railer isn't bad. This is one angle that the three-railer, the speed on your three-railer is going to be pretty good, and the cue ball is going to be pretty good. I wouldn't doubt if he shoots at this. Like so.
Did he scratch?
No.
No. Good speed.
I don't
anyway.
like shooting that three-railer very often, but when it's laid behind it just a little bit like that, Danny, the speed and everything works out a lot better, and you make it sometimes. So now he's got to worry about removing this 10 and not giving up a bank on the 7 or the 10. Okay.
Well, he didn't leave a bank on the 7.
No, and he got the 10 in a nice spot.
He does have a 2-railer on the 10,
That's pretty risky.
but he's got it.
He does have it. I agree with you.
As long as the 7 is, like, not shootable.
He's got to worry about the cue ball a little bit going back and forth for that upper right-hand corner.
Yeah,
You don't
he's
want to find a
two-railing
scratch.
this.
Yeah, but you don't want to find a scratch.
Uh-oh. He
Yeah.
left the bank.
Yeah, and this is one that the players these days, they make it or hang it at a high percentage, Danny.
I think you can make this banking it and knock the 7 in and shoot the spot shot for the game.
Well, I think he'll have to lose pocket speed on the 10 if he wanted to do that. He could dig on the cue ball and certainly do that, but I think he's going to try and just hang this ball or make it and then get the 7 in play. Like so.
Oh, he hit it good.
Yeah, he hit it great. He hit it great.
He's surviving.
Yeah, and now what do you do, Danny? Touchy.
I don't know, it's too thin to cut in and let him have the ball on the spot, but I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
It's too thin to do that.
You could knock it in and go 4 rails right back around to that corner where he's at. You could do that.
Yeah.
It sounds a little crazy, but it's a pretty easy shot, really.
Yeah, but you might leave a spot shot.
A thin one?
Yeah.
Efren made a real thin one
He
yesterday
did.
that was incredible,
He
I'll tell you
did.
that.
He made it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Nothing dangerous.
Yeah, well, he's not in a bad position where the ball's, the ball lays. You got to figure Efren's got to be a little more worried about putting the ball in the spot than he does.
He does.
I wonder if, I know I keep bringing it up, but I wonder if Efren's still thinking about that 10 ball.
No, he's a veteran. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either, but he did have a pretty good shot to win the match right there. And the funny thing is, when he shot the safe on the 10, he had to know he was going to give him a bank.
He left him a bank here.
He did leave him a bank. Can he beat the kiss, though? If
Yeah,
he
I
draws
think
it,
so.
I'm not so
I
sure
think
he can beat the kiss. If he
I
hits it with
think
a high
he
ball,
beats the kiss.
I think he's going to kiss if he draws it. Oh, no, he didn't.
He didn't quite make it.
I hope somebody got a picture of that. You don't see Shane lean over the table like in a hope kind of manner very often.
You know, he wants to win badly.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you win because you don't want to lose badly.
Sure. Well, he's a fighter for sure. Oh, all these guys are. All right, that was a great
He left
hit.
the bank. He left the bank.
He left a one railer, but not an easy one.
No, but it's still, you got to sweat it. Like I said, when you're playing a great player in a final match,
Yeah, he can
you
hit it
think
with
he's going to make everything.
He can hit this with a high outside too.
Yeah.
And keep the cue ball safe.
Well, this is going to come close, I predict.
He hits it a little thin though. That cross corner scratch is sitting there, like, oh baby.
It's going to be dripping. Well, he can kick it away. He can kick it on his side.
Well, the players are taking a break, and so will we.
Well, we are back, folks.
Yeah, and a lot different ball game than we had about 15 minutes ago. Efren needing 1, Shane needing 8, and now Efren's got to have good speed on this.
He's got to hit it with a good stroke, too.
Yeah, or else the cue ball
a draw.
scratch. Oh, boy.
Oh, he double
He's
kissed
going
it.
to get lucky here. No, he's
I don't
not.
think so. He sold out. He double kissed it. He doesn't like it. Shane's going to be breaking to win the tournament. If he makes this 7, I imagine he will. Right in.
Just as Danny said, Shane Van Boening now breaking hill. Coming in, and deservedly so. We're going to get the full extent of this final match that we can here.
Yeah.
In our 7th and final game.
Plenty of suffering.
And again, Efren really never got another. I don't blame him playing safe on the 10, but he never got another look at the.
Right. I don't think he did much wrong to do that, to lose.
No, and now he's got to face this break. Wow.
Is 11 good?
I think you may end up seeing the 15 played back on the balls and then going around 3 rails, getting behind the 10.
Oh, that's going to be dangerous.
I think it's laying okay. I'm not sure if the 4 is in the way or not. It's close, actually. The 4 is close to being in the way.
It's laying pretty good.
He's going up table. He's just ticking in the 9 and going up table. Got to watch out for the scratch.
No scratch.
And he's got to hope nothing goes out of the pack. Like this 11 off the 11-5 off the 14 right into the 10, and then you run out.
So you got to remember, we can't dog it and lose because we're up here. They could.
Yeah. Well, I've dogged it from up here. I just say I never lost. That's all. I've dogged it up here plenty of times. I think he's got to shoot the shot he's looking at here. Just needs to hit it with the inside English to kill the cue ball up the rail. But I think he's got a good chance of making this 10 with the 5. The 5 going off the 14.
Oh, the people will howl if he does that.
Wow.
Efren has to sweat it. He's got to worry about it.
Yeah, and he didn't waste much time going off the ball near the side pocket, which I think was the 9. I would have had to look at maybe kicking behind the 8-10 some type of way at the beginning of right after the break, but okay, doesn't want to sell out the 7
he
though.
makes this. He's gonna make everybody howl. Oh, he almost hit the 8.
The 8.
That would have.
Yeah, but that was the beauty of the shot. There were a number of ways to maybe get one in the hole.
But none of it worked. What do you do here? Look at the way
He
the
could bank the
ball's-
9 back on the 12, knowing the 6-5-10's doubled up. He could definitely do that and go up in the corner.
Yeah, the balls are sitting so much better for Shane.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Maybe he wants to get something on his side right here. Bank the 9 back into the 12. Got to believe something's going to get wiggled, or many things actually get wiggled open. Maybe something go towards the pocket. If he tries to do a little ticky game without getting something up on his side here pretty soon, he's going to have a problem. He's going to leave Shane too many free shots.
You mean he's going to have more of a problem?
Right.
Because he's got it right now.
I like that. Oh, well, now.
He might scratch.
No, he's not going to scratch,
Ooh,
but is he going
boy.
to leave him oh, he hit it perfect. Never mind. Excuse me. But this isn't going to get much better for Efren. I know he made a great shot there freezing him and containing him, but he's on 1 foul. If Shane wanted to not even hit off another ball, just take a foul back over like a couple rails behind the pack, I don't see how it's going to get much better for Efren. Do you, Danny?
Not right away, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he may end up getting the same shot we talked about a second ago where he power shot and leaving those balls doubled up, but I wouldn't even go off this ball, I don't think. I think I would just, yeah, that was a mistake here. Whew, I think he left him the 13, run out city. I think the 13 goes right in.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
He did leave it. I think it goes.
Yeah, that's why a couple points. Not only did he move the ball that was closest to his hole, he moved it away from his hole, being the 10.
He
lost a lot of control not wanting to sacrifice taking a foul. And now he might have given up the championship.
Yep, look at this. Oh, he got a little
He's
ticky.
got the 7, though. The 7 goes.
It's
He's going to have the 11 to
thinner.
be able to play position.
Yeah, he
Big
will.
mistake by Shane. Guys, I can't emphasize there's not much difference in needing 9 and 8 rather than giving up your position in the game. Okay, he doesn't want to get behind that 9, which he won't. He wants to get pretty heavy on the 11. That way he
And
can
he did.
move the cue ball over slowly for either the 5 or the 3.
Yeah, I think he can go right to the 3 naturally.
He'd like to get on the 5 first if it went, just because
you're right.
he'd be able to open up more balls and probably have a lot better chance of getting the entire 8 he needs.
The whole thing is, whatever you do, don't miss.
That's right.
And he's not gonna.
Probably the best stroke he's made this match right there, drawing
Yep.
that ball over
And
on a
he-
perfect line.
And he didn't jump at all.
No, he stayed down. And I bet he had a little word with himself before he shot that, saying those exact
Oh, he's
things.
a veteran, you know.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with saying something to yourself every now and again when you
I
know
always-
you're making a mistake.
I always tell everybody, when you get that doggish feeling, make sure of the
Wow.
fundamental.
He made the 5 off the 3. Did you see that?
Did he?
He cut it in off the 3. Wow, trick shot.
I don't think he played it.
No, he definitely didn't play it. He was trying to get back on the 6, and he still got a shot on the 6. But lucky that ball went in off the 3 ball.
I think he's going to hit the 4 on the nose.
He's perfect. He'll knock the 15 over a little bit, maybe. I don't think he has to elevate too much here, though. You don't want to glance off the 4 and go to the end rail. He's overcut this.
Uh-oh. I don't think he lost his head, but he's not happy about that shot.
No, and the ball on the spot looks like it may have helped him, but I think he might be froze to the 9 where he can't kick to the rail behind the 6. Is that right?
Right.
No, if he can kick, he's okay. If he can get to that rail and kick this 6,
Yeah, I think he could.
He's got plenty of chance here in this
Yeah,
game.
he could spin it. He did.
Yeah, he really needed to get the cue ball froze on the rail, though. You don't want Efren coming back and planting you behind this 8 some type of way. If he's on that rail, he may be able to still do it, but he'll have to elevate and make a heck of a shot on you.
Can he hit the 9 well enough to 2-rail it and draw back? To the,
I think the ball on the spot's got him. He can't
Yeah.
quite see it.
yeah.
Efren's got 3. Shane doesn't have any, but you'll notice all the balls down on this end of the table. It'd go a long ways for Efren to freeze him on the back of this 8 right here.
That's what he's doing. Not quite hard enough.
No, but he didn't let him see the 6, but here's that 2-railer with the 13. That 2-railer on the 13 is the type of shot Shane's looking for. And then this one definitely goes.
Yep.
And he can play the cue ball back behind the balls if he wants.
Yeah, if he makes this, he's going to have position.
Wow, is he rearing up and going to follow his ball all the way back down for shape?
I don't
Is that what
thi-
he's looking at?
I don't think so.
I don't know. At the Derby, I watched him practice this bank a lot with a real hard high ball, letting his stroke out and going all the way back down. Oh, well, he's hitting it with draw and doing the
He's
same
banking
thing.
to
Then.
2.
Yeah, I like the 13 better
Yeah,
myself.
you're right. Something bad
I
can
don't think he
happen
ever
with
saw
the 2.
this. Yeah, this takes all the execution in the world.
He didn't get it.
No.
Well, he snookered him. He snookered the 1.
He took care of the cue ball, that's for sure. And Efren's got to be pretty aware of that 10-2 on the bottom rail, too. It's makeable from some places.
Does the 6 bank?
No. I don't think he can get the cue ball anywhere good with the 6. He really passed up on a nice 2-rail bank, though, last shot, where he could have played it with speed and maybe trapped Efren, too.
Shooting the 8 2-rails? He
He
tried,
mainly
but
trying to get the rock behind the 2.
Yeah, that 2 is dangerous, that combination.
And the 9's real close. I'm not sure if he left him the 9-ball twist back bank or not. It's close.
I think he did. Oh, I don't know if he can get in there. The 15's in the way.
It's close. I was looking at it not on the monitor, but on just straight on, and I think he can get at it. I think he can get at it, knowing he's got to throw the bank, but he can almost hit it with a high ball and go into the 12.
Yeah, it looks like he did leave it.
That's close. I think he can throw this back. knowing that if he makes it, he's got the 10-2 combination staring him right in the face.
Yeah, this is a match winner if he makes it.
Certainly could be, and if he can hit it with a high ball and deflect right into that 12, he can hit it with a pocket speed too, like so. Boy, he hit it nice though, believe it or not.
Good speed, anyway.
And that's the key about being able to hit it with that high ball. You get to play it with a better speed. Efren taking a straight look at that 2 ball right here, seeing if, hey, can I get this 2 out of there and bury him? Better watch out for a kiss here, though. You can't 3-rail it. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, letting up on it a little bit.
Good shot. Good shot.
I'm really surprised moments ago when Efren had a shot at the 6 when he started his run, and he had ran a few that he elevated on that. I thought he could hit it with just a high ball and go into those balls we were talking about and continue his run. Boy, if Shane could get him on the backside of that 3 somehow. Now, he could do it with coming off the 8 as long as the 13 is not banking. Like if the 13's aimed into the 2,
yeah,
where he can go ahead and let it out and draw back behind these balls. He's not worried about the 13 coming back down.
He needs to hit the 2 to do what you're calling about. I mean...
Yeah, unless he can do it with a touch to where the 13 doesn't come back down.
Oh, he didn't hit it.
It's okay. Hopefully, if you let him see the 10, though, he ain't going to like it.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. He can't kick at the 9 and pinch it.
Well, he can come off the 15, and it's not easy, though. Great shot. Great shot.
It was.
Really good. He got him, he left him where he's only got a piece of the 6, if any of it, and just so happened the 15 crept in between all them balls and got down where you can't see that either. You're going to have to see some really nice execution here from Shane. He's going to have to elevate on this 8 ball, drawing the cue ball with low left, hitting right before the 15 and spinning down below the 6-3, I think. I think that's all he's got, Danny.
Yeah, it's a tough shot, too.
Yeah, but he can do a lot with that shot, though. He can, with the 9 being close to his hole. I really don't see much of anything else. He's got a pretty big gap. As long as he doesn't let up on his stroke, he's got a big gap to fall in between the 15-6 and the reason why I say don't let up on it is because even if you run into the 3, you're probably going to stop. Even if you run into the 6, you're probably going to stop as long as you're on the good side of it. He may even send the 8 towards his hole off the 12 some kind of way or something.
He scratched. No, he didn't.
Wow.
Wow, he came close to scratching, but he ducked.
He definitely didn't let up on his stroke. He got more draw on the ball than he intended. He definitely didn't want to draw this side of the 15, I don't believe.
And he still got the 9 for protection.
Here's that shot we were talking about. Well, he can't see the 2, but if he could see the 2, like say he was really hemmed up. He can't see it anyway. Never mind. I'll bring it up when it's available. Now, can he see the good side of the 10 where he can?
I think he could.
He can ticky off of it and go up behind the 9?
Right. I think he's got that.
Maybe he must not if he's not shooting. He certainly wouldn't want to shoot this instead.
Maybe he's looking for something better.
Well, he's gonna let his. I don't think he's gonna go the rail this time. I think he's got to draw this straight down, and hopefully that 13 ball hits the 2.
He
like
sold
so.
out the 9. He sold out the 9.
It's close, I'll tell you that much.
I think he can cut at the 9. He's not looking at it, but he's close enough to hit the paint. Maybe he's not seeing it. Don't you think he could shoot the 9?
Well, I think he can maybe spin it in, throw it in.
He's close.
He's looking at banking the 6 onto one of them balls or banking the 6 back on the 10 and burying him behind the 3. I think he's going to bank the 6 on the 314, and I can't blame him.
Oh, I think he's got the 9, but he doesn't want it. He might make this 14.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see this one getting babied too much. I would hit it with a speed to where I give it a good chance of going.
No, he didn't hit it full enough.
Yeah, I would have stunned my ball more than forward to that rail over there before I did that. Oh, you can see the 9?
Might be kicking that combination. The 6 looks dead.
Oh.
Yep,
Oh.
yep. Good shot.
Wow. He's a little upset he got so thin on the 15, but I don't think he can pass it.
Oh, he's going to shoot it.
And I don't think he's going to hit it with outside trying to get on. I think he's going to go back and forth trying to get on the 10. Don't you?
Well, you can go the other way and get on to 3, 13, 8.
Yeah, but then you're hitting this with spin. I like hitting this with just a natural high ball going back and forth. And that way, if you get a cut on the 10, you come up for them other balls. He's playing for 4.
He's got to go back
I really
and
don't
forth.
like spinning it. I like just hitting it with a straight high ball,
Yeah,
knowing that I'm hitting it thin,
got to get 2 rails.
maybe like 5 rails.
Oh, he didn't hit it hard
No,
enough.
you hit it perfect. What do you mean?
Oh, he
Perfect.
did. Look at that.
Great shot.
It is a
And
great
now he'll
shot.
come probably 2 rails for the 8. Just inside, the only thing you can do is underhit the ball. He could come 1 rail straight up and hit the 1 if he wanted, but I think the angle calls for going 2 rails right underneath the 8.
Could he roll it in and bank the 9?
I don't think he's looking at that route. He could, though. Yeah, but that's the route I like right there.
Yeah, it was natural.
Yeah, if you get straight, you can cut the 13. If you get a little angle, you can bump the 3. Really hard to go wrong here.
He needs 2.
If he needs 2, he's just going to stop right there and cut the 13 backwards. Efren Reyes playing for 2 to win this title 2 years in a row.
He did what you said. This match is over.
Oh, did he get it there? You don't
Yep.
have to duck anymore, Efren. Efren Reyes takes the 2016 Make It Happen One-Pocket Invitational here at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey. We'd like to thank Accu-Stats and Accu-Stats Video Productions for all they do and all the fans for being here. I'm Jeremy Jones, joined by Danny Diliberto. We'll see y'all next time.